So great to be here at CinemaCon and to share a little bit about our new movie, Ella McCay, a comedy about the complicated politics that arise when a young woman's stressful career clashes with her chaotic family life.
Emma brilliantly stars as an idealistic young politician, and I play her aunt, the backbone of her chaotic family and Ella's biggest cheerleader.
We are joined by an unbelievable ensemble cast, the likes of which could only be assembled by the great James L.
Now, not every director can confidently say their work has shaped the way we see, feel, understand storytelling, but Jim Brooks can. From Terms of Endearment to broadcast news, from As Good as It Gets to now with Ella McCay, Jim's work has created beloved characters and stories that feel real, true, and profoundly personal. Jim is an observer who reflects life back to us through the lens of honesty and authenticity. And that, my friends, is the essence of cinema verite. And so, today, right here, he is aptly receiving the Cinema Verite Award. Please welcome James L. Brooks. And please welcome back to the stage all of our bosses, Alan Bergman.
Congratulations, Jim. We love working with you, and no one deserves this award more than you.
Well, thanks, man. Thank you. If I wasn't so competitive, I wish that every director had a chance to work with these two women. And honestly, I was blessed with a cast so deep and varied and gifted. Something I'll always remember. You'll soon hopefully see that for yourselves. Okay, for starters, and I'm sure anyone who does my job would agree that with Michael O'Leary's 45-day window. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Bob Iger, for reading my script. Thanks, Steve Spell, for reading it twice and being there at every turn. Thanks, Asad Ayez, David Greenbaum, Andrew Cripps, and Scott Aversano. Thanks, CinemaCon and Cinema United. I am floored and stumbling around for receiving this award. The timing is uncanny, since I will shortly be previewing Ella McCay. I am a big believer in previews as an aid in the editing process and to terrorize my digestive system. I once heard a speech from a streaming executive where he actually boasted, that he knew within the first 3 minutes of a movie or episode whether or not it was a hit. Hearing that messed me up. And it raises the question, was the streaming guy counting the main titles in those 3 minutes? If he was, you know what it means. It means that you could actually achieve failure before fade-in. But he was a numbers guy, and these were the numbers talking. And you can fight the producers, the managers, the studios, even, but it's hard to fight data. You folks here today, of course, live with numbers. We all do. We all work on the bottom line. But we still get to take a minute to pause on the old BL and look up past the stars and think of heaven. I come from television, and I love working in television. But it's hard to imagine that in heaven we are isolated from each other watching small screens. No, heaven is big auditoriums filled with folks eating popcorn, and the butter is French. The theater audience does not have a remote in their hands and a nervous trigger finger. A theater audience has made a commitment. They have paid a price for their seats. Previewing a movie is, for the person who made it, a gut, spirit, and heart-wrenching experience. I totally remember my first preview, a comedy drama. I was in a bar across the street, waiting for it to start, pouring glass after glass of alcohol down my throat to no effect whatsoever. And I said to myself, nothing that happens now can be worth what I'm going through right now. And then I crossed the street and saw the movie with an audience, and realized how wrong I was. One of the women I work with came up to me and said the loveliest words imaginable. "They're crying in the ladies' toilet." Compare that to data. Everyone here has had the experience where the audience gets what they came out for, a great night out. They go home happy, and you go home happy. It's that simple. And I'm here to thank you. I'm here because of you. I'd like to show you a first look, a little bit of the movie. And thanks a lot.